points to make it. 5 minutes and 10 more minutes.
So we're back, period number 2, Dolphin Hockey on the Dolphin Radio Network. Just a couple seconds into this one. 4-3 after 1 for the Spitfires of Aylmer. In what's been a definitely not a goaltender showcase so far.
And as you said before, whoever wins this is going to need a Farmer's dozen goals.
Oh, now pucking behind the net. Bryson pinches his man into the boards. That was Derek Folkert. Wraparound attempt. Tokarewicz keeps that one to the side. Now it's knocked out. And the Spits will dump it back in. Tokarewicz leaves it. Now it's Fuller from behind his own net. Here comes Fuller. Jordan Fuller through center, and he'll flip it in. All 5 Dolphins come to the bench for a line change. Chance for a fast break for Aylmer. Didn't work out for him. Now here's Galuli, centering to O'Shaughnessy. Oh, and O'Shaughnessy took one shot, then backhanded it right through the crease, but Tuffin couldn't reach it.
Tuffin to Blue with a shot. They lost a defender. It's down to Prokes and Ryan Van Roostten. Van
Roostten tried to drive to the net, but Prokes kept him to the side. Glove pass, the call on the Dolphins. 18-19 left to play here in period number 2, 4-3 Spitfires. You're listening to Dolphin Action on the Dolphin Radio Network, brought to you by Bill Blaney Insurance Brokers, your best bet's an insurance broker. Tonight's game brought to you by BetterFinancial.ca, a proud sponsor of the Dorchester Dolphins. And, of course, at the end of the game, we'll have our Tim Hortons 3 stars. Tim Hortons, located conveniently across the street. Here's Tuffin now, centering pass, hit a skate, and went wide. Now O'Shaughnessy pinched into the boards. Tuffin, near side at the hash marks.
Tuffin
now feeds it into O'Shaughnessy, and Aylmer going to be able to get the puck up off the boards and finally out.
They take it in. Shot on net, and it went in. It's 5-3 here in Dorchester.
Luke Betancourt, his 7th of the season, 2nd point of the game, and that puts the Spits up 5-3. Face off now, center ice. The Dolphins will chip it in. Here's Warby, feeds it in the corner to McCauley. Now he leaves it for Carrero. Back to the point. Carrero now dumps it back in the corner to Warby. Warby loses it, now gets it again. Now the puck out to the blue line, and the Spits will get it out. Brady Duncan banks it off the boards. Warby dumps it in hard. It goes all the way around to Carrero.
Carrero to Warby. Warby loses the puck. Taken up by the Spitfires. Not by a lot, though. Comes out. The Cadden.
Oh!
On knee. And the Cadden's in! Carrero with his 20th goal of the season.
So McCauley took a knee-on-knee hit. That's the second one the Spits have delivered today. The ref was going to call that one, but Carrero fired one off that went 5-hole on Esterbrooks. And it's 5-4. So Carrero's 2nd point of the night, 1st goal of the game. He got an assist earlier on the Mike Warby goal.
McCauley got an assist on that. That's all I know. I think that hit somebody's stick. But they're calling an icing face-off to the left of Esterbrooks.
So it's a long jam atop the standings. Lucan and Lambeth come in with 42 points. Now Bridges 42 points as well. after Mount Bridges was one of the cellar dwellers last year. Dorchester 1 point back at 41. Then Exeter at 37, Chelmsford at 24. The lowly Spitfires come into today with 17 points. But they're laying one on the Dolphins right now. It's 5-4 Spits. Now Warby in front. Gets his feet taken out from underneath him. Back the other way. Driving to the net. Oh, he flipped it in the net. That was Bentoncourt.
Knee on knee by Carrero. Carrero taking it around to Fuller. To Bryson. Bryson chipped in by Warby. Bryson moved off. Fuller with the puck. Chips it in. Tyler Marr with the puck. It's fired down the length of the ice. Icing is the call. Face off to the left of Escobar.
Scored by number 9, Luke Bettencourt. Assist, number 8, Trevor Stewart. And number 4, Austin Blaze.
So Trevor Stewart and Austin Blaze on the assist. Aylmer's 5th goal.
Scored by number 16, Chris Carrero. Assist, number 26, Ryan McKay. And number 11, Mike Gurley.
So Warby gets his 2nd point of the game as well. 2 points for Carrero, who has a goal and his assist. Now Friel tips that one in. Friel's got one already. Spencer Beer. It's like Beer getting some time at forward tonight.
Yeah, they played.
Oh, Kerr with a hit.
That's what, 5-6.
Tyler Kerr on a mission. Now here's a chance for Folkert. Backhand. Tokarwitz lost track of where it went. Now back to Folkert. Crokes will try to play it out. Can't get it out.
See, the one thing that they keep track of in American hockey and they don't in Canadian hockey is hits. And guarantee that after tonight, Kerr would be leading.
Kerr's been throwing the body around today. Break wide pass. Spencer Beer off wing, driving to the net. And he gets wrestled out of the way. Uh-oh. Chance back the other way for the Spitfires. Oh, good hustle by Kilgore. Now it's played out to Michael Blue. Blue centering to Mastroianni. Got Goodhue with the Mastroianni with a shot and just hit the stick of Esterbrooks, a little higher than the blocker. Fed back into Mastroianni in the corner. Leaves it for Goodhue. Bounced over his stick. Now Mastroianni to Michael Blue. Blue with a shot. And Esterbrooks turns it aside.
I think that was just wide. The Dolphins have turned the tides in their favor so far here.
Duncan leaves that one. Now here come the Dolphins, rink wide over the stick of Goodhue. He'll come to the bench. New troops for the Dolphins. Centering pass from Fuller to Michael Blue. He leaves it for Tuffin. Oh, it bounced over the net. What a move by Ryan Tuffin. Now centering pass to O'Shaughnessy. He's taken down, going to the net. Tuffin centered that one. Nobody home.
The Dolphins have come out of that dressing room with a new blaze in their eyes, and the Spitfires are getting watered down. Fuller gets punched in the face.
I believe that was Bettencourt. Face off now to the left of Tokarwitz. Bryson now with the puck. Tuffin. He'll play it back near corner to Fuller. Jordan Fuller
takes it out himself. No, he'll flip it over to O'Shaughnessy. Comes right back to Fuller behind the net. O'Shaughnessy out to Bryson. Back to O'Shaughnessy.
Stewart tried to keep it in. Now they get it out. Zengel, long shot. Tokerwitz has to make the save there on that Zengel shot from center ice. Fuller now behind his own net. Ahead to O'Shaughnessy. O'Shaughnessy takes a good bump into the boards. Keeps control of the puck. It's loose now. Out front. Trying to shovel it in.
It's in. Is it in?
And the net's finally off. Esterbrooks with the giant flop on top of Tuffin.
Oh, Tuffin was laying on the puck. I thought they went in sometime there.
Face off now to the left of Esterbrooks. Here's Prokes. Takes a long shot, hit his shin pad. Now Prokes again from the point. Another long shot. That one goes wide. Guerrero centering pass. McCauley couldn't get a stick on it. Now McCauley will come up with possession. And Brian McCauley, as per usual, he wins all those battles on the boards. Kept in by Tyler Blue. Good job. Feeds it to Warby. He tried to get it to Guerrero. That pass was errant. Now, McCauley again. To Warby. Warby backhand pass out front. McCauley couldn't get a stick on it. Big long lead pass. Bounces over a Spitfire stick. And Prokes. Oh, Prokes! Goes into the boards hard from behind. Guerrero now. Oh, what a move by Guerrero. Undressed the first defenseman, but couldn't get number 2 done.
I think Guerrero is going to turn into as good a Dolphin as Gus Ford did.
Oh, there's a shot by Tyler Blue. Oh, and then he takes a shot after the whistle.
I can't tell which Spitfires are the assistants. They've all got A's in the center of their jerseys. Penalty shot? Yeah, we should get a penalty shot. Dolphins should get a penalty shot. Just because I said so.
5-4 Spits, 10:43 left to play. Here in the second. Kerr now battling. Takes his man down hard. Friel takes a bump. Now Tyler Kerr misses all boards on that one. Then he hits another Spitfire. Spencer Beer loses the puck. Back the other way. Come the Spitfires. Led by Jesse Tottle. Now Duncan's going to have the puck. As we reach the halfway point of period number 2 in what's been a physical, high-scoring affair. Dolphins outshooting the Spitfires 20-12. While the Spitfires up on the scoreboard 5-4. Betancourt a couple points for the Spitfires. Sweetland's got 3 points for the Spitfires, the leading scorer on the day. Face off to the right of Esterbrooks. Esterbrooks will cover that one up. So coming into today, the top Dolphin in scoring, 12th in the league, that was Brian McCauley, with Guerrero alongside him. Now Bryson with a blast from the point and knocked up into the screen. That one will get out of play. Another souvenir puck, courtesy of Steve Young Plumbing and Heating. 9:46 left to play. Tough, and now takes the draw. This one's tipped out. Bryson got a man pressuring him.
Bounces off the boards, is covered up. Oh, crossed! Right behind Tokerwitz. He dives across to make the save.
What a play
Here
by
comes
Fuller.
Tuffin. Tuffin's in. Oh, he takes a shot. Comes back to him. Loses it to Spitfire. Goes the length of the ice. That's Sison.
Face off to the right of Esterbrooks. 9:18 left to play here in the second. Kept in by Prokes. Going to be Goodhue. In deep. Goodhue loses the puck. Now near side, Clint Walker. Hit by Michael Blue. Tyler Blue pinches his man off. Nice play by the assistant captain, Tyler Blue. Walker's going to keep that one in for Aylmer, but Prokes will pick up the loose puck, and he takes a shot from behind from Walker. And icing waved off now, Mastroianni. And now here come the Spitfires back the other way. It's Trevor Stewart. Off wing. Oh, Blue gets him with a big trip. Tyler Blue stuck the foot out at the last second. And Stewart went for a tumble.
By sticking on Aylmer?
So high sticking the puck. That'll bring us a whistle at 8:21 left to play here in the second. Dolphins came out just a wee bit flat, but ratcheted up the intensity right away. Now back to pick it up, Will Goodhue. Check that, Kilgore. Left it for Duncan. Now here's Carrero. Finds Warby. Tried to get it back to Carrero, and he got tied up going to the net. Nice play by Brett DeZango, stopping Carrero from getting the go back on that give and go. Estabrooks now behind his own net. Here comes Carrero. Carrero had the puck knocked away briefly, got it back. Left it for Kilgore. Now puck near side. Good hustle by Duncan to keep it in deep. Duncan shot, bad angle. Kicked out by Estabrooks. Now back to Carrero. Check that. Goodhue. No, Kilgore. And finally knocked back in. Give me enough tries, I'll get your name right eventually. Now picking it up for the Spitfires is Folkert. Couldn't get it out. Carrero keeps it in. Trio going to the net. Couldn't get the pass on his stick. Now Bryson will knock it back in. Line changed by the Dolphins. Played out to center. Bryson over to Fuller. Fuller's going to drive it in deep.
The Spitfires haven't had a shot in about 10 minutes.
Fuller leaves it for Friel. Friel leaves it for Kerr. He can't get it. Now it's DeZango. And DeZango fires that one up over the glass. Another souvenir puck, courtesy of Steve Young Plumbing and Heating. 6:33 left to play in the second. Here come the Spitfires. And they will get it outside the blue line. Now O'Shaughnessy, he takes a bump. And another one, but he's still standing. O'Shaughnessy, tough as nails.
He gave a slash at the...
Here's Prokes in the neutral zone. With a head of steam, Tommy Prokes tries to go to the net. And that one was kicked away. Back the other way come the Spits. Oh, the big hit, Tyler Blue. Oh, and a man down and took a knee. And Tyler Blue's going to wrestle that guy out of the crease. The helmet comes off. We've lost the bucket. That was Ryan Stapleton who lost the lid. And both him and Blue are going to the box. And apparently, when Ryan Stapleton was out of the Boxing Day sales today, he couldn't locate a chin strap. As the helmet comes off, 5:49 left to play in the second.
Coincidental minors, Blue and Stapleton.
Face off and go to the left of Tokarewicz. One back to the Spitfires' point. The Dolphins somehow managed to get it out. Spitfires will dump it back in. 5-4 Aylmer. 5:40 left to play here in period number 2. Long lead pass to Warby. He finally gets possession on it, but is forced to feed it back to Duncan. Duncan, nifty move at center. Now Duncan drives in deep. Oh, Duncan takes a knee. And he objects to that, and rightly so. If you're keeping score at home, that's 3 knees to 1.
Chirps coming from the Dolphin fans.
Not sure who's chirping. Duncan now from the point, long shot. Oh, squirted out of Esterbrook's glove. Now McCauley back to Duncan. You know he's going to tee this one up, and he does. It hits a shin pad. Back the other way. Oh, good hustle by Will Kilgore. Now Duncan, railed from behind by Clint Walker. And Duncan's going to run somebody now. Duncan done dirty in the corner.
Duncan's
Warby.
going headhunting.
Warby's going to drive his man into the boards. McCauley digging. Here's Carrero. Fuller at the point. And that one hits the pad and bounces away. Now McCauley, little wrister, went wide as Carrero had his stick knocked out. And a penalty coming up, slashing. As Carrero's stick was knocked out of his hands going to the net. 4:25 left to play in the second. 5-4 Aylmer. And the Dolphins going on the man advantage for the second time this afternoon. Two minutes to Tyler Marr for slashing. And that puck bounces over Bryson's stick, and the Dolphins have to bring it outside the blue line and regroup. Now Tuffin getting ahead of steam. He'll leave it for Fuller across to Bryson. Mark Bryson now over the blue line. He's going to drive to the net. Loses it. Carrero now picks it up, feeds it to Tuffin. Tuffin keeps it in. Fuller now getting set up. Got Carrero in front of the net. He'll go behind the net to O'Shaughnessy. Over to Carrero.
Carrero with the puck circling. Sends it up to Fuller in the high slot. Back to Carrero, back to Fuller at the point. Tried to send it into Carrero. Got it knocked off his stick.
Here's a chance the other way.
22 on 22 with a 1 in the background.
Off
the post.
Good hustle by Jesse Tottle to create a shorthanded opportunity. And he hit the post, getting one past Tokarewicz. There's a shot on net back the other end for the Dolphins. And it's O'Shaughnessy. Back to Prokes.
Prokes in, gloved by Esterbrook.
And Blue and Stapleton now out of the box.
All right, don't forget to pick up those Dolphins for the welcome toss. You want to receive the $25 certificate from Dorchester.
Face
Watch
off.
out, Stapleton's ready to staple.
It's going to be Prokes now. 42 seconds left in the man advantage. 5-4 Spitfires. 3:02 left in the second. Tyler Blue now. Into Michael Blue. Back to Prokes with a shot and a pad save by Esterbrook. Prokes keeps that one in. Prokes to Michael Blue. Now it's Warby. Into Blue. To Warby. Warby back to Tyler Blue. That hit a stick. Now Michael Blue behind the net. McCauley on the doorstep. And a good chance for McCauley as that puck took a funny bounce off the glass and ricocheted right out front. 2:25 left to play in the third. 5-4 Spitfires. On a Boxing Day blowout here at the Flight Exec Center. Dolphins out shooting the Spitfires 28-13. But Esterbrook has looked sharp of late. Now Kilgore plays it out to center. Kerr with another hit. Now Spencer Beer loses it. Brady Duncan. Up the boards to Friel. And that one gets tipped up into the players' bench. 1:58 left to play here in the second. Face off just outside the Dolphins' blue line.
Hand pass, I think the call.
$1:55 left to play in the second. I hope you're enjoying our broadcast on the Dolphin Radio Network. Dolphins trailing the Spitfires right now, 5-4. Tokowitz freezes that loose puck. I'd like to welcome all of you that's listening live. Of course, if you're holidaying and turkeying it up, we're glad you've tuned in for some afternoon excitement at the Flight Exec Center. 1:39 left to play. Dolphins back in action next Friday night here at home.
Listen, please, I think that was another crowd. Courtesy of Steve Young.
Dolphins will host Mount Bridges on Friday.
Kerr gets hit, then he lays one.
So the Dolphins will host Mount Bridges Friday, Exeter on Saturday. Next weekend, Exeter, league leading scorer Chase Thornton will be in town for the Exeter Hawks as the Dolphins try to close in on first place. Less than a minute to go here, period number 2. Michael Blue backhands that one in. Spitfires back the other way. Dumped in. And now it's Michael Blue. He'll leave it for Mastroianni.
Good view with the puck. Dumps it in. Mastroianni picking it up behind the net. Mastroianni circling. Out to Blue. Blue. The shot on net. Good view trying to knock it down. Lost the puck.
Chance in front for Goodhue as that one just scooted by the net. Good hustle by Mastroianni on the way back as he cut off Trevor Stewart and took the puck. Now,
in this period, shots had differentiated.
penalty coming up on the Dolphins.
In this period, there have been 5 shots for the Spitfires. There have been 20 shots for the Dorchester Dolphins. Mastroianni with a holding.
So this will put the Spits on the power play for the third time tonight. They are 1 for 2.
The final buzzer will go. Shots after 2 periods. Sorry. The final buzzer for the second period will go. Shots after 2 periods. 29-14 favoring the Dolphins, but still the goal 5-4 favoring the Spitfires. We'll see you in about 10 minutes with more Dorchester Dolphin action here on the Dolphin Radio Network.
Don't forget to get those 50/50 draft tickets for that extended Christmas gift. Tickets are on sale on either side of